Hi everyone, it is Flippin' Friday number 10 and we are going to do this really cool. This is another wraparound kind of pocket. So basically I need a page that doesn't have anything on it on both sides. So I'm going to use this page. It's going to attach here like this. Okay, and then this, okay, so you'll have a pocket here. Then you flip on this side, this will attach here, and you have this little flap, which is a top pocket. Isn't that cute? So let me show you how we do it. Okay, there again, I believe I took a sheet and just folded it 8.5 by 5.5. Looks like I need to cut a piece. This would be a good one you could do out of coffee dyed paper. And then mat it if you wanted to, especially if you have a bunch of little pieces, but I want to go ahead and use this. So I'm going to do 8.5 and 5.5. This is a random pattern, so it won't matter what we do. Alright, so I am going to use, because this is cardstock, I'm going to use my scoreboard. So let's think about this for a minute. It's 8.5, so half of this is going to be 4 1/4. Okay, half of 4 1/4 is going to be 2 1/8, and I'm going to flip it around and do 2 1/8. But if you want to know what it is 6 3/8. Okay, easy peasy. Now what I want to do is, you could use your circle punch. I'm going to use my punch board. I want to punch this in the middle, and because it's 5.5, I'm going to do it at, let's see, I'm going to line this up at 2 3/4. So that'll be right in the middle. I'll do that on that side, flip it all the way around, 2 3/4, punch it. Okay, now decide which is the top. It doesn't really matter with this, but I think I like that orientation a little bit better. We're going to take the first, second, third panel, and we're going to do the middle. Now if I remember correctly, it's 2 1/8. So what's half of 2 1/8? 1 1/16. So I want to take this line, and there's the 1, and I want to come halfway between the 1 and the 1/8. And I'm also eyeballing it here just to make sure that it makes sense. And basically there is an opening and I'm lining it up with the little bit of opening, and on mine, it may be different on yours, it comes out just exactly on those lines. And I'm going to punch. Okay, so now let's get our bone folder out. We won't need to mat any of the back of this one. Okay, I'm going to go fold it both directions. Well, that would be a nice little gatefold. Put a little something that would flip over. Okay, now we're going to squish this one. Okay. Now, we don't really need glue along here. If you want to glue along here, I advise gluing both sides. That's just me, because I like to have the same distance. So I'm going to run just a fine line. Am I? I left it open without, let's see. There we go. Just going to take a fine line down this way. And a fine line down this way, just staying pretty close to that score line. And I'm going to get rid of the little strings in between. Don't want my tags getting stuck on that, although it will be dry before I put the tags in. So I'm going to fold it down. It doesn't seem to be very straight, does it? Let's fix that. It's not going to really matter. because it's going to be on the page, but these are not going to be together, so it's not really going to matter. Okay, so let's attach this to the book. Alright, so this book is getting fat already, and I'm having the same problem that Corey had, which is I'm going to run out of room. This is going to be definitely an alligator mouth, so I probably should start working from the back a little bit. Alright, so this could go either way. You could put this pocket on this side, or you could put it on the other side. For now, I'm going to do it the way I saw Corey do it. So I am going to get my glue going. I'm going to run glue here and along here and along there. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to go fold it a little bit so that I can see where I want that. I'm going to put it toward the bottom because we have a tag we're going to put on the top. So that didn't work. So I'm just going to line it up this way. I want the score line on the outside of the piece of paper. Okay, so I've got a pocket. Now I'm going to fold this over, and eventually this is going to fold over. But in the meantime, we want to adhere this pocket. And I will leave the link to Corey's video below, because she does some other fancy steps in her dance, and I'm just doing the basics, and you can see what she's done, because she's done one where she's left this flap open, and yeah, all kinds of fun stuff. So alright, so I'm gonna kind of fold this back so I can press this down a little bit with my bone folder. I want to make sure that that stays nice and flat, and probably should go back and forth a little bit. I know this looks sloppy, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, make sure that's right up against there. And this probably would work better with coffee dyed paper, to be honest with you, because, or paperweight, than this thickness. So alright, let's get some tags in here. I need maybe a journal card for both of those sides, and then a tall tag for the top here. Okay, so since we did this 2 1/4, I'm going to go 1 3/4 for the tag, and it's 5 1/2, so I'm going to go 6. So 1 3/4 by 6. I've got this red here. So let's do 1 3/4 by 6. And then I'm going to need a couple of journal cards. Okay. Yeah, that'll be good. And you can cut a journal card out of this. Now, I'm going to do like a 3 by 5. I kind of like that size, but I don't want them to be the same pattern, so I'm going to see if I can find another one here. I've got this, and that's 3 1/2, but I'm just going to go ahead and cut that down to 3 by 5 so that they're both the same. Alright, get these scraps out of the way, this cutter out of the way. Alright, so I like to round the corners on my journal cards. You don't have to by any means. I don't usually round the corners if it's an index card, but sometimes I do. You know, depending on how you're going to decorate it, I may leave it straight across the top and round the bottoms, because it is easier to get them in and out of the pocket. Now, I'm thinking, oh, perfect, okay, because I was just thinking I probably should have gone a little smaller with that, but that's okay. This is going to be just right because I tried to stay on the edge there. Get in there. There we go. All right, so pocket there, pocket there. Let's make a tag top on the top of this one. And I do need to bring my other punch over here. All right, and then we've got this one. I can go. Now, there again, if this was double-sided, did I glue that? No, okay. Scare myself. There we go. It's a little snug. I probably need to put the bone folder. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think you need to glue that because this gets glued down across the bottom. This gets glued down across the bottom. You don't need to glue inside this tall pocket. So I'm just gonna, and apparently I didn't glue on the bottom. So I need to do that because at the moment it's a belly band, and that's one of the variations that Corey did on hers. Was she put a punch in the top and the bottom and did use it as a belly band. So I want to come down and just kind of get in between there a little bit. There we go. If you can do that when it's not cured. What did I do on this tag? Did you guys see that? Let's try that again. I'll make it about, let's do 1.5. Oh, that's why. Okay. I centered it at 1.5, but my tag was not 1.5. So let's do 1.5 by, I'm going to do 6.5 because it cuts a little bit of that topper off. All right. Let's try this again. All right, so we're learning some things. We're learning that you have to pay attention and center things. So what happened was I lined it up here and down here, and that's what happened. Okay, so now I'm on the 1.5 track. Make sure it's all the way back there. Yes, okay. Get it in that pocket like so. Okay, well there we go. That is our, let's see, what do we call this one? Wrap around trifold pockets, okay? So you've got a pocket here, and it's a trifold. You've got a tag here, which I need to glue that little piece at the bottom. I could put something decorative there, which I may have to do that off camera because I need to get in there. But we have our tag here. Remember to glue the bottom only. Only the bottom. You don't need to glue the sides. And then we've attached our pocket here. We have our 2 journal cards, and we're ready to go. So the wraparound trifold pockets is number 10. I may put another punch on that side. Well, no, I won't now because it's in the book, but I think I like it this way better. Yeah. And then, yeah, that's a fun one. You can do it on both. Well, once I've committed to this one because I burnished it down, but you can go on either side of the page. So it's up to you, and probably when I get this full, this will stop flipping up. That is Flippin' Friday number 10. I will leave all the information to Corey's videos below, and I thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.